highway or at home. Now, there are obviously many different types of cars. I'm going to be using a simple medium-sized car, which this can also be done with small-sized cars too. Larger cars are a bit different, they have different tools, but obviously medium-sized cars are the most common cars.
So first of all, there's going to be two situations that you're going to be in. Right now, I am at home and I am safe. My car is parked, obviously, as you can see. This is the first situation, the safe situation. I don't have to worry about any other cars coming in the way, and I'm here and I can easily do it. The other situation is the highway situation. This is when the car's tire either pops or is disinflated while you're driving on the highway. So if that's the case, the first thing that you need to do is get to a safe place. You need to either stop on the side of the road or get to the nearest rest stop. Then what you need to do is you need to turn on your safety lights and then turn on your, or not, my bad, take out your hazard triangle and place it in front of the car, which I will show how to do in a little bit. So let's talk about the items that we're going to use for this. So first of all, we're going to need this item called a jack. Second of all, we're going to need this item called a wrench. And then third of all, of course, you're going to need a spare tire, which your car should come with in the back of the trunk. And of course, you need to make sure that your parking brake is on if you're on the highway and at an at-home situation. Then you also need to just make sure that you have a poncho and maybe a pair of gloves in the back of your car, just for making things easier, and especially if it's raining and nighttime, you might need a flashlight. So that helps too if you have that. Okay, so the first step that we're going to do is we're going to have to take off this thing called the hubcap. And basically, what you want to do is there's going to be all these little screws right here, and they're going to be screwed in. So you have to take them out one by one, and they're going to be very hard to take out, so you're going to have to use some force. So if you want, you can simply kick it, or you can put all your body weight on it, and it will simply fall out like that. So once you're finished screwing with your body weight, you can simply just pull it out like that. You want to have your screws in a safe place so that you don't lose them in the grass if you're in a highway situation. Then what you want to do, this will simply come out just like that. So once you have your lug nuts removed and your hubcap removed, you want to grab the jack. As you can see here, I already have it placed under the car. You want to find a good spot that will basically help the car to stay up, and for your safety too, because it might, if you put it in the wrong spot, the car may fall on your arm if you're standing in a bad position. So obviously with a car like this, it has two parts. Now it's obviously clockwise to make it tighter, and clockwise will raise the car. Counterclockwise will bring the car down. So you want to raise the car to where it's about the wheel is about 6 inches off the ground, and you just want to keep on doing it, and basically you will see that the wheels will slowly start to lift up, and that is when you will know that it's ready. So after you have jacked the vehicle to about 6 inches off the ground, you will be able to safely remove the tire. Now, the tire is actually very heavy, so you have to be careful. Now, to remove it, you simply pull it out, and you can move it, and if you want, you can roll it if it's too heavy. So, then the next step that you want to do is you want to grab your spare tire, which will always be in the trunk. If you lift it up, there will be a spare tire there. So if you want, you can just roll it back into where it needs to be. So now what we need to do is we need to line up these holes with these little screws right here, as you can see. So now that you have your tire aligned with all of these little screws right here, you want to start putting your entire tire back together. So once you have your hubcap back on and your screws back on that you took out when we started, you want to use the same jack wrench that we used in the beginning to simply screw them up, clockwise of course. And so before we begin to tighten them with these, you want to start putting your car down, because what this will do is it will give the tire a proper foundation, so that when we screw them in, your tire won't be wobbly and it won't fall off when you start driving. So now that you have your car all the way put down, we can start tightening these. Now to tighten them, it's the same way that we did in the beginning, but instead it's going to be clockwise, but you're still going to be using either your own body weight or simply pushing it down with force. Don't be afraid to use force. And that's how you change a car tire. Not that hard, as you can see. But the last thing that we want to do is put away all our supplies. Make sure you have all your supplies so that if you need to reuse it sometime, you have it ready. And yeah, hope you guys learn from this demonstration.